Why is sex a performance? Why do we perform when we're having sex, when we're engaging in physical intimacy with each other? Do you often feel like you're performing during sex? Because I know with me, with my autism and masking, that I am performing during sex. It's so hard for me to be completely in the moment because of my autism and my ADHD. I tend to get very distracted. I tend to start thinking about everything under the sun, and it just makes the whole experience harder to let that mask down and fully be free and fully express myself in a sexual way with my partner. So let's get to the bottom of this. This conversation has a lot of nuance. As a woman living in a patriarchal society, we are viewed as objects. We're viewed as objects for male pleasure. And we never think about ourselves when we are engaging in sex or physical intimacy with a partner. As a woman, you're taught that others' needs come before yours, and that includes in the bedroom. We tend to fake it. We tend to engage in physical intimacy for men. We tend to not enjoy the physical intimacy that we're having just to save men's feelings, and this is a problem. And being a high masking autistic woman in a patriarchal society just makes physical intimacy just 10 times harder. It becomes a performance. When you grow up and you don't have the sex education that you need, you tend to look for information on how to engage in sex, how to have sex. And a lot of the information that we get comes from porn. So now we are just cosplaying a man's fantasy because we're watching what the women are doing in porn and then doing the same thing in bed, where the things that they're doing in porn might not necessarily even feel good. It might not necessarily make us feel confident, but we're doing this to please men. We're doing this to please our partner. So you tend to do things that don't feel good. You tend to do things that don't bring you pleasure because you're focusing on everything and you're also focusing on trying to please your partner. This just makes sex a whole performance. For me, I have to build that mask to continue to have sex. Over the course of a couple years, I've been learning to tap more into my body and have more sex that is pleasurable to me. So I've been making that a point to have sex that's pleasurable and not a performance. Even though some things I might do that please me might seem like a performance in the act, but I'm learning to let go and to be free and to be fully myself and be fully present in the moment, which is hard for me because of my autism and my ADHD. We're so caught up on how the sex looks. We're so caught up on our partner, male's validation, that we don't give ourselves the chance to fully immerse in the experience of sex. We never give ourselves the chance to lose ourselves during sex. If you ever feel like you are performing during sex or you don't know what to do during sex, this is a chance for you to really connect with yourself and connect with your body and figure out what you like and what you don't like. We don't want to continue life just having sex that's a performance, that we're just going through the motions for someone else instead of enjoying the experience ourselves. I know a lot of autistic individuals tend to be asexual, but there are autistic individuals that do engage in sex. When you are autistic, it is hard to focus during sex. Sex is just different, and how we interact with sex is different than neurotypicals. I was reading online and I noticed like a lot of autistic individuals engage in BDSM, or they engage in like some sort of foreplay, acting, any like kinky activities that you would do during sex, that autistic individuals tend to go towards that route because it's easier to focus and enjoy the sex when you are either acting, using blindfolds, using restraints, engaging in BDSM. When I mean acting, I mean like role playing. So autistic individuals can role play to focus more during sex. And we don't want sex to feel like we're just performing. You don't want sex to feel like, wow, I am about to put the best performance of my life, but not actually enjoy it. You want to put on the best performance of your life, but also enjoy the activity that you're doing. It's no fun when you are not having fun, but the other person is. So we have to take a step back to really connect with our bodies, which this can be really hard. The way that I found that I connect with my body the most is by movement, dance, and yoga. Feeling every emotion in my body when I dance. And sometimes our hips hold a lot of trauma, and dancing can move that trauma around and would in turn help you with your sex life. So I tend to dance every single day. I tend to move my hips every single day. I will do yoga to connect more with my body. Even just feeling comfortable with your naked body and how it looks, and feel happy that you are in this body, you're going to experience something that is really special, to connect with someone in an intimate level, in a physical way. As a woman, I know it could be really hard to connect with your body or even feel confident during sexual acts. This is the time where you're just gonna take some time to yourself, feel your body, feel the emotions that come with you moving your body around, dance in front of the mirror naked, do some yoga. Before you engage in physical intimacy with someone, you have to make sure that you are in tune with your body. Autistic women and autistic individuals tend to be sexually assaulted at a higher rate than allistic individuals. And because of this, you have to be very in tune with your body to know that if you want to have sex, when you don't want to have sex, to not put yourselves in positions that can be harmful, because we tend to believe what people say and we're perceived as relatively naive, so people tend to take advantage of us. And connecting with your body and being sure that you want to engage in physical intimacy with someone is something that is so important for you to do, because you don't want to be in a situation that you don't want to be in. So take the time to step into your body and figure out what you want and what you don't want out of any physical interaction that you have with someone. As autistic individuals, we don't get a lot of information about sex and how to engage in sex in a healthy way. And you don't want to feel like you are masking during sex, because it takes all the fun out of sex. It is completely draining to be doing a physical activity and then masking on top of that. Sex doesn't have to be a performance. It can be fun and engaging and exciting. It does take some time to get to that point where sex is enjoyable, but connecting with your body, figuring out what you don't like and what you like, experimenting with new things, do things that are pleasurable for you. Make yourself a priority when it comes to sex. Maybe add in some yoga or dancing into your routine. Remember that you are not an object for males' pleasure. Be 100% sure you want to engage in physical intimacy with someone before you do it. Ask the person to give you clear guidelines on what is going on if you're autistic, so you can better understand the situation and get further context on what is going on. I hope some of these tips help. I know sex being a performance can take the fun out of having sex, and it doesn't have to be a performance. It could be something fun and enjoyable that you do with your partner, and it might look like you're performing, but I want you to be able to enjoy yourself while you're engaging in sex. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.